Okay, well, it's been a very long time since I made a video. And I guess I've been watching a lot of coming out videos lately, and that's the thing now. So I guess I'll do that. But not only is this a coming out video, but I guess talk about some misconceptions. I guess I'll talk about the misconceptions first. Everybody assumes that everybody, it's a choice when you're gay. For me personally, it was definitely not a choice. For as long as I can remember, I've pretty much known I was different, and then I found out that was gay. But I think it's both for different people. Some people are just born and they know that they're gay, and some people might find out later in life, or something might happen and they decide that I guess they want to try that or whatever. But I guess another misconception is that if someone's gay, then they automatically, like any other guy, or they're just gonna hit on some guy. And also to kind of go with that, everybody's different, just like a straight person. Not every gay person is gonna be hopping around. Not everybody's gonna talk with a lisp or with the accentuation on certain things. But gay people are different, just like straight people are different. Me, myself, I don't like to make anybody feel uncomfortable. So I don't care if I find you to be extremely attractive. If you're straight, honestly, even if you're gay, I'm not going to flirt with you. If I have that connection with somebody, and honestly, if they flirt with me first, I might flirt back if I'm, attracted to them like that. But like I said, I really don't like making people feel uncomfortable, so I definitely would not be flirting with you. And I guess to get on my story, like I said, I've pretty much known since I've been small, and it was kind of hard for me because I was raised in the church, so, church isn't, they're not for gay people. So, pretty much for 18 years, I prayed to God, like, please, please change me. I'm not like this. I can't be like this. But I think probably, I want to say 19, I pretty much just came to the realization, it's like, this is who I am. And you just have to get confident with yourself and understand that that's you. And, I dated a couple girls. I've had girlfriends, but it just wasn't my thing. It wasn't going to change anything. I like the girls, but not once did I ever think about having sex with them. And ladies, just to let you know, it doesn't matter how sweet a guy is, how much he loves you, and whatever else. He could be a nerd, he could be whatever. He's thinking about sleeping with you. But anyway, off of that story, I pretty much was out to different people. Honestly, the first person I came out to, I think, was my best friend Chantel. That took me a while to do. I was probably 22. But it was hard to do because I know how she thinks, what she thinks of gay people. And I remember one time I jokingly said, so what do you think you do if I said I was gay? If you said you were gay, then I do this and blah, blah. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to tell you. But I moved to Houston in 2003, I want to say. And before I left, I just felt like I needed to talk to her, and it was difficult because, she's like, oh, you can change if you want to, and blah, blah, blah. But me and her, pretty much, we're really blunt with each other. And I told her, I said, could you just all of a sudden start liking pussy? And she's like, no. And I'm like, exactly. I didn't just wake up one day and say, let me try penis. It's something that's in me. It's just me. But it's gotten a lot better with her. I started pretty much telling friends and other family members that I'm really close to. As I've always felt like it's, if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. I'm not somebody that goes just, hey, I'm gay, you know, whatever. Because I feel like that's my business, and I don't need to go around just telling everybody for no apparent reason. But I guess it goes next to, actually, I put up on MySpace, I think it was, that I was gay. Because I mean, like I said, I wasn't like, oh, just telling everybody, but I did put on Facebook when it asked for your orientation, I did put gay. And my older sister did happen to see it, and my next to oldest sister, she was talking to me. She said somebody had seen it and thinks that I should just come out and whatever. And I'm thinking it's one of my brother-in-law's family members, but it wasn't. It was my oldest sister. Me and my second oldest sister are very close. She pretty much, you know, just told me to be careful. She didn't want me to get hurt. And just, you know, trying to give me tips on to look out for stuff. My brother was pretty cool. He said he pretty much knew. My mom was the next person I told. And, you know, she told me that, you know, she'd always hoped I wasn't, just because of the difficulty and the problems you have to worry about, and worrying about people saying stuff and things like that. But she was very supportive, and we're very, very, very close now, which I've always been a mama's boy, but even more so now. The next was my father, which ever since I was young, I was like, if he finds out, it's going to break out into a fight. And I was thinking a physical fight. But it actually went better than I thought it would be. I mean, he had his words, which it wasn't that bad, but just what he said. But anyway, I was actually eating a sandwich one day, and I was about to bite into my sandwich, and here he goes, are you gay? And I'm like, yes. So it was a series of ask a question, be quiet, ask a question, be quiet. So then he's like, well, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, I don't know, thinking in my mind, because you're crazy. But anyway, he's like, well, who all knows? And I said, everybody but you. And he's like, why has nobody told me? And I'm like, you know, same thing, I don't know, but because you're crazy. But anyway, so he's like, well, it doesn't matter, I still love you. And he's quiet for a little while. The next thing I know, he's like, well, if you would have told me 10 years ago, I probably would have tried to drown your ass. And I said, that's why nobody told you, because you're crazy. But he, you know, and then he proceeds to answer. He's like, well, do you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, well, I don't think I'm quite ready to meet him. And I'm thinking in my mind, I wasn't going to introduce you to him anyway. But that was a big load off of me, because I thought that was going to be the biggest thing. Like, oh my God, me and my dad our relationship is going to be just destroyed, and you know, he's going to hate me and everything. And I think it's something that he doesn't fully understand, but he has accepted me, and I mean, that's not an issue at all. He's met my friends. He's met one of my boyfriends, but it's not an issue. And I mean, we've even talked about serious stuff like the marriage issue, and you know, maybe one day you'll want to get married and stuff like that. And I mean, sometimes it's still kind of weird, because it's kind of like he's asking me or saying something about me being gay, and I'm kind of like, oh my God, I feel like he's cursing at me or something like that. But it's really good not to have to sit here and feel like I have to hide everything from my parents and from everybody, because it's stressful, it's aggravating, it just puts a lot on you. And I was worried about people picking on me, and I didn't really have to worry about that because I didn't come out in high school, which, it's kids, people aren't grown up, they don't they just act a certain way. But all my friends, they're cool. There's nobody that I have a problem with, because I'm not somebody that's gonna be, flirting with you or whatever. I get along with everybody, and like I said, I don't like making people feel uncomfortable. So that's a big thing of it. But main thing is, I'm glad that I don't have to hide that anymore. It's a big relief, just being able to be myself and just enjoying life. And even my sister said that, before she felt like I was kind of more shy and just to myself, but now she says I can show my own personality, and I am crazy, but I can just be myself, and that's the main thing. I wish everybody could just be themselves, and I got to the point where I just didn't care. I mean, care to a certain extent, but when I say don't care, I mean don't care what people think. You need to empower yourself. You need to do positive things for your life to, how can I say, better yourself and just grow as a person. But, don't do things that hurt people, as far as I don't care and whatever. But, I mean, just not caring is caring people's opinion of me being gay, because it wasn't my choice. But that's my story, and hopefully other people will maybe get some understanding, or maybe feel like they can possibly talk to their parents. It was definitely uplifting and just awesome that I did that. But that's my story, and I think I'm done. Okay, bye.